We've had apologies from Alex Atwood, Michael Copeland, Megan Fearon and Brenda Hale, and the rest of us are present and correct. So, members, to page 88 of your pack, there's an invitation from Collaboration NI. It's an event called Alliance Contracting. It's on the 18th of September at 9:30 in the morning. Please respond directly if you wish to attend. Just before summer recess, Pip Jaffa from Parenting NI requested a meeting with me as chair. That took place in early July, and I subsequently wrote to ministers to ask a number of questions about the termination of funding for the Odyssey programme, and that letter was circulated to you before it was issued, and there's a copy in your packet, page 90. You'll have received notification of the consultation on proposals to end age discrimination on the provision of goods, facilities and services from committee staff at the end of last session. On Thursday of last week, I represented us at an event which was organised by the Equality Commission. It was all about the consultation process. Some of the papers from the event, I think, are quite useful, and they'll be available for you in next week's pack for information. In terms of invitations, finally, a list of current invites is at page 92. Moving on to item 4, and that's the draft minutes of our meeting of the 1st of July. They begin at page 94 of your meeting packs. Members, are you content to agree those draft minutes?
Agreed.
Thank you. Page 104, matters arising. We have a list of outstanding correspondence. In the absence of any comment on that, the summary sheet of current correspondence is at page 109. A number of items were circulated to you over recess. These have been included in the packs again for your information. Cathy, would you like to speak to the items you think we need to be particularly aware of?
Okay, thanks, Chair. The first is the ONIEB Directors Report from January to June, which is at page 119 in the pack. And it's just to check that members are content to circulate that report to all other statutory committees for information.
Great.
Moving on to Assembly Research, it's from the Committee for Finance Personnel have provided a research paper on forecasting performance for departments, which is at page 132.
Sorry, can I interrupt? Sorry, members, I'm going to have to move. I'll ask the Deputy Chair to take the chair of committees. 6.
I'm over in 10 minutes.
Could you finish in 10?
5 green bottles.
Sorry, just at page 132, the research paper on forecasting performance for departments, and it's just to check if the committee wishes to forward that research paper to the department for comment on its performance, although noting that the paper itself is caveated, but just to get their comments on their performance.
Great.
Yep. The next item to draw your attention to is at page 180. It's a response relating to the Social Investment Fund, which indicates that the department won't be releasing the gateway reviews that the committee had requested on the projects under the Social Investment Fund. It's just to ask if members wish to seek clarification on what FOI grounds that the department is using so that they're not releasing those gateway reviews to the committee.
Agreed.
The next is at page 188, is the beginning of the sexual orientation strategy consultation analysis, which is in follow-up to a session that the committee had with departmental officials last year, this time last year. It's just to ask if members wish to ask the department for more detail on the next steps, in particular the timescale as to when the strategy might be brought forward.
Great. Great.
The next one is the OFMDFM have responded to a committee's query from some time ago, May 2014, on the proposed budget cuts to the Human Rights Commission budget, which indicates actually that the funding is a matter for the NIO. And just to ask if the committee wishes to forward that to the Human Rights Commission for information.
Great.
And finally, from me at this point is the Human Rights Commission have provided a report on alternative care in children, which begins at page 329 of the pack. It relates to obviously alternative care and how children's rights relate to alternative care, but that is more a matter for the Health Committee. And members might have seen from the recommendations, there's also some recommendations to the Department of Justice and the Department of Education. So it's just to get the committee's agreement to forward that report to the Committee for Health, Social Services and Public Safety, the Committee for Justice and the Committee for Education.
Do we have a policy for children and young people?
You would have policy lead, certainly in terms of strategy for children and young people, yes, but the specifics, it's relating to alternative care and kinship care and that sort of stuff, and that doesn't fall within the specific remit of OFMDFM. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, is that all correspondence?
That's all I wanted.
Could I, my electronic tablet is on the blink today, so I'm working from notes that I had made in advance. So could I raise the, at 6.13 of correspondence is correspondence from OFMDFM in relation to funding for the Together Building a United Community Summer Camps pilot programme. My understanding is that the correspondence said that a full list of organisations involved with the summer camps pilot programme will be made available once confirmation has been received. Are members content for us just to confirm our request to have a full list of organisations of the summer camps? Agreed. Okay. Clerk, there's also a fair bit of correspondence in relation to the childcare policies of the UK government being brought in terms of the childcare payments bill, and correspondence from OFMDFM in relation to research conducted, I think in no small part on the request of the committee and the Assembly, with regards to better off assessments and calculations for families here in Northern Ireland as a result of the proposed childcare payments policy and bill from Westminster. And if I'm not wrong, in summary, the UK childcare payments bill is assessed to be likely to leave an estimated 34,000 families, 67%, better off, and childcare vouchers, the existing scheme, are likely to be better off for an estimated 7,000 families, 14.8%. Our remaining 8,000 families, 17%, are not likely to receive support as they're not eligible and unlikely to work for an employer that offers childcare voucher scheme. If members just want to be aware of that research and feedback that's been received from the department. It then mentions the outcome of a legal challenge in relation to the Westminster childcare payments scheme, which means that the scheme is now not likely to be launched until early 2017 rather than autumn 2015. Just given our interest in those items, I thought it was worth us noting those. Clerk, could I also ask, obviously the childcare strategy was launched by the department in, I think it was the 20th of July. Are we scheduled to receive any type of more detailed briefing from the department with regards to the childcare strategy? And if we're not, would members be content for us to request one?
At this point, Chair, the committee isn't scheduled to receive a briefing. What generally happens with consultations is that the committee will receive a briefing on the outcome of the consultation.
Okay.
Once the consultation is finished, and the department has an opportunity at least to make an initial assessment of the responses.
Okay, and I'm just conscious it's been an issue that the committee's done a lot of work on. Perhaps members might even want, I know normally we sometimes act as super consultee or forward some type of response ourselves. Members might want to consider whether the committee could host a consultation-esque event or maybe a round table with some of the key organisations that we would have linked with previously, or some local organisations as well. If committee members want to have a think about that, maybe we can return. The consultation runs until November, Clark, I think I'm right in saying. So there's a window of opportunity there to feed into what is obviously an important strategy for people in Northern Ireland. Okay, I think that's most of the issues I wanted to raise from correspondence, Clerk. Is that us? Any other issues from correspondence members? No. Okay, then we're on to agenda item 7, Clerk, draft forward work programme, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, members, the draft forward work programme is at page 511 of your packs. We are scheduled on next week on the 9th of September to follow up our NIPSO considerations and then to receive briefings from departmental officials on the outcome of the Good Relations Indicators review and executive performance against 2014-15 EU priorities, with 15-16 EU priorities to be confirmed. And then on the 16th of September we are scheduled to be receiving a briefing from the First and Deputy First Minister. Have we had any update in that regard?
No, that's still to be confirmed.
It is still to be confirmed. Okay. Members, any comments in relation to the draft forward work programme? Okay. Agenda item 8 then, members, is any other business members wish to raise?
You know that the Victims Commissioner has been appointed. Should there not be a meeting?
Yeah, it's my understanding.
Or at an early stage?
That she has adopted office as of September, so we'll invite her to give formal meeting with the committee. Yeah, okay. Members agreed? Yep. Okay. Clerk and members, I wanted to ask if we could propose to write to the department to seek an update in relation to review of the flags protocol and review an update as to progress on the establishment of the commission on flags and identity, given that it remains an ongoing issue and has been over the summer. Would members be content to seek an update on those matters?
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Okay, any other business then, members? No? Okay, the date, time and location of our next meeting is room 30, Barn Buildings, next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Thank you.
This is